What does a virtual assistant even do? This is something that I feel like I get asked a lot in person, especially when I tell people I'm a virtual assistant. They're like, oh, what does that look like? So I wanted to clear it up a little bit and share some of the tasks that I do as a virtual assistant to give you some inspiration if you are thinking of becoming a virtual assistant as well. If you don't know me, hi, my name is Faith. I've been a virtual assistant now for 3 years. I'm also a stay-at-home mom to 2 little boys, a 2.5-year-old and a 9-month-old. So I understand the confusion with virtual assisting because really a virtual assistant is basically just like a freelancer. And really virtual assisting is very, very varied. There are like hundreds of tasks that you could do as a virtual assistant. So I'm just going to mention a few of the things I have done, but there's a lot. There is a lot out there. Basically, if you have a skill, you can pretty much offer that as a virtual assistant. So the first thing that I've done as a virtual assistant is social media marketing. That's one of my main offerings. I've noticed that this is really popular among virtual assistants right now because social media is really popular. In a lot of businesses, they want to be on social media. Some people just don't want to deal with it. It's really time consuming. And honestly, it'll surprise you, but a lot of people don't know how to use social media. A lot of people are trying to stay off it. So if they have somebody who's an expert or someone who's really good at it, they are willing to pay for that. For me, what it's looked like to do social media marketing is creating posts and doing those captions as well. A lot of times I've done kind of carousel posts where you have a bunch of different pictures, and I've also created reels, which are really popular right now. I have found personally that how much input the client wants to put into social media marketing really varies by the client. So some clients want a lot of input. They want to be able to okay every single step of the process because you're basically acting as them when you're posting on social media. And some clients really just do not care. They just want you to get the post out there. So if you know how to use social media, you understand it, you know how to make an account grow, you know how to post pictures or make and edit reels, then there is definitely a future for you with social media marketing if that is something you're interested in. Another thing I've done as a virtual assistant is creating marketing materials that are, traditional marketing materials. So brochures, flyers. I've worked for a real estate client doing like amenity lists and a perma flyer. So if you know how to use Canva, usually that's how I do all these things is on Canva, then you can also offer this. I have also done some of the copywriting for these flyers. So if you are not a writer, you can kind of be a graphic designer and they'll give you the copy. But if you can offer the copy as well, and copy is basically the words that you see to try to convince people to do something. Sometimes clients will give you that writing, but sometimes they want you to write that. Another thing I have done as a virtual assistant is client acquisition. This is not, basically it's a fancy word of saying that you're just trying to get clients for your client. And for me, what that looked like was somebody hired me to go into Facebook groups and try to get them hired as a graphic designer, basically. Another thing I've done as a virtual assistant is CRM management. So CRM is basically a list of your clients' clients. So for instance, a real estate agent might have a bunch of clients and they need that list updated periodically. Maybe they need the addresses updated, the phone numbers. Maybe they just need it organized. A lot of people don't have all that info in one area. They have like clients here and clients there, and sometimes they want it combined. So that is something you can offer, and like tagging clients, just making it pretty and organized and easy for your client to see. Another thing I've offered is website maintenance and website design, creation, makeover. I call it like a website makeover. So with maintenance, what that looks like is going into somebody's website and just updating little things about the website. So maybe they need a new picture. Maybe they're trying they have a new product that they're trying to sell and they need to put it on their website. So you would go in and put that on their website. I've seen a lot of people need VAs, especially for like Shopify. Maybe they want someone to constantly be updating their Shopify and managing that part of their website. And also I've done, like I said, website creation. I call it a makeover because usually somebody might have a website, but they haven't updated it in years. And so they just want a complete website makeover. So I have gone in and then completely just basically made a new website, but used a lot of their copy and kind of the way their website was, but just made it look prettier. Another thing is I've offered, and I kind of mentioned it before, is copywriting. So that is kind of one of my like specialties or niches. And I have done copywriting for like I said, a brochure or for a website. I've even done a writing for somebody's biography, so writing their biography to put on LinkedIn. I've also done a little bit of content writing, and so what that has looked like for me is writing blog posts. So this is another pretty popular niche, and especially if you are a good writer. I mean, it is hard to find really good writers. Then you honestly might have a future as a copywriter or a content writer, because there is a need for that for sure. And finally, one other thing I've done is newsletter creation, newsletter management, basically making newsletters for brands or companies. So as you can see, being a virtual assistant is not just one type of skill that you have to have. You can have lots of different skills in lots of different areas. And honestly, the things that I do, you don't have to do as a virtual assistant. Maybe you focus on podcast editing and management, or maybe you go in, and I know a lot of people like to repurpose things. So maybe, for instance, they would create a YouTube video and then they need someone to make it into a blog and into an Instagram post. That is something I've seen that's really popular right now. And of course, there is admin VA work. If you are interested in learning more about virtual assisting, follow this channel because I do share content about my virtual assistant journey as well as things that I'm learning. And I also have a free virtual assistant starter kit down below if you want to launch your own business. I hope this video helped you and gave you some ideas. If you would like to share with me what kind of niche and skill you want to offer to your clients, let me know down below, and I'll see you guys next video. Bye.